So personally, my goal is to build enough wealth with crypto that I can build my dream home. And the thing is, like, I have the land, I have the house plans, I have the architect, I even have the builder. It's just now down to generating enough crypto wealth to actually put shovels in the ground and get building. And odds are, if you clicked on this video, you also want to become a crypto millionaire in 2022. So I'm going to share my crypto wealth building strategy and get real specific on exactly what platforms and what products I use, and hopefully inspire you to create your own crypto wealth building strategy. So hi, my name's Lauralee, and if you are a returning subscriber, you know the drill. If you are new here, welcome. Just a note, I am not a financial expert, and this is not financial advice. This is just my personal experience, and you should, as always consult a financial expert or wealth manager who can advise you on your specific situation. While I will be mentioning several products today, I just wanted to say that this video is not sponsored. I have nothing to sell you except my undying love and gratitude. If you've been here a while, you will know that this is not the normal setup. I've got a bit of a construction zone going on here, and I am a little bit stuffy today. I don't usually sound like this, but I really wanted to jump on anyway and do this video this week. So getting right into it, my crypto strategy includes a roughly equal split over 3 types of assets, and those are HODL coins, NFTs, and grid bots. So let's go over each of those. So HODL coins or hold coins are my long-term investments, and these are specifically in ETH and Bitcoin. And these are 2 coins that I think are going to continue to gain value in the long term. Whenever I buy coins in this category, I have the intent of holding them for several years. This is not like currency that I use for doing crypto transactions or day trading or anything like that. And this year I actually added Solana to the mix, and I am also looking at Polkadot, Phantom, and maybe BNB. And this is actually the second time that I have sat down to film today, because the first time when I checked the footage, I was completely blurry. Even though like it technically doesn't matter, you could still hear me, it was just so distracting. So I'm doing this again, and like I really hope I'm in focus this time. The main benefits of having long-term investments in cryptocurrency is historically it works. The S&P 500 has a return rate of about 60% over a 5-year period. Now, if we look over that same time span for cryptocurrency, the market has appreciated 10,000 times. To be real, seeing those returns again over the next 5 years are unlikely, but it's still likely that crypto will do better than the S&P 500 or a similar index like the FTSE if you're in the UK. Because of these kind of crazy appreciation rates, there are several traditional institutions that now offer crypto exchange traded funds or crypto ETFs. And you can buy these through a regular brokerage without needing a DeFi wallet or to be on a crypto exchange. And I don't personally use any of these products, so I'm not going to go into them too much, but here are a few of the major ones if you want to look them up. Okay, the next category is NFTs, and as you know, we talk about NFTs all the time on this channel. So ultimately, I would like to allocate, again, roughly 1/3 of my investable capital into NFTs. Now, I'm still early on this journey, and NFTs are a lot more subjective than simply looking at how a coin is performing over time. My thesis when I am out there looking for NFTs is I look for projects that kind of align with my values and interests. For example, I hold some DC comic NFTs of their female characters, and I decided to buy into these because I think female representation in movies is going to continue to happen and increase. And also, I just love movies and books and comics that have a strong female lead, which really, like, is that surprising? No. Another NFT project I am also a part of is called NFTree, and NFTree is a crypto project that partners with creators to do NFT drops that get you access to really cool events and like exclusive merch and things like that, but they also plant a tree in an urban area for every token sold. so you actually have a physical tree somewhere. So it gives you a way of participating in the NFT marketplace while also being carbon negative. And I think carbon neutrality and being carbon negative is going to be an ongoing trend in the crypto space going forward. So I think there's a lot of longevity in this project. And as some of you will know, I'm also a green tech investor, so anything that is sustainability and renewable energy focused is of great interest to me, so these really aligned quite nicely. Finally, I've also claimed some ENS addresses that I think will gain value over time. And then other than that, I'm just keeping an eye out for projects that, like, again, they align with my values, they're interesting, but they also have good utility. I'm kind of exclusively focusing on utility NFTs. So these are NFTs that are more than just a piece of art. So while yes, with a utility NFT, you might get, you know, a JPEG or a video file that represents the art, but that NFT then also gets you some kind of, do you hear the ding? Some kind of real world use case. So it might get you access to an event, to merch, or to a community. So I'm really looking for things that have that real world use as well. And if you are interested in growing your NFT portfolio, I do have a Twitter list with all of these NFT leaders on it, and you are welcome to check that out if you are scouting for new NFT drops or NFT projects to join. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. And then, not sure what's going on. My monitor just went dead. Well, I'm just gonna pray that I'm in focus. Okay, so lastly, I wanted to talk about grid bots, and I don't know why, but I always feel nervous talking about this one. I feel like I'm spilling a secret, except it's crypto and on the internet, so it's not a secret. Anyway, so grid bots are an automation that you set up on a dedicated trading platform, and the grid bot trades assets for you between a cryptocurrency pair. So when you set up the grid bot, you set up all the parameters like a price range and then when you want it to buy and sell. The bot will then execute dozens, sometimes hundreds of orders over a 24-hour period as the price of that cryptocurrency pair kind of goes up and down. There's obviously like a lot more to it than just that, but at a high level, that's what a grid bot is. They work really well in what's called a sideways market, which is when the price of a cryptocurrency isn't really trending up or trending down. It's just kind of going sideways. It's just making little fluctuations, but it isn't changing a lot. It's just an alternative way of making money with crypto compared to like a HODL coin, which we're gonna hopefully see go up steadily over time. This is just another way to capture value as the price just kind of pinballs in a value range. And if you'd like to hear more about grid bots, please let me know. I'd be happy to do a more in-depth video on them. Just let me know in the comments. So if you do the math, I have approximately 1/3 of my investable assets left, and that is dedicated to grid bots. And for all of this video, I have just been talking in percentages because everyone's situation is different, and I don't think it necessarily helps for me to give an actual dollar value. But in this example, I am going to give some dollar values, and you'll see why. I have found that if you are serious about getting into grid bots, you do need about $3,000 that you can invest across your cryptocurrency pairs to make the time effort ratio worth it. And there's a lot of internet experts out there that'll be like,
oh, grid bots are passive income.
You just set it and forget it. While they are highly automated, they do require a little bit of your time and attention to kind of fine tune and tweak to make sure that they're performing at a rate that like is acceptable to you. And I actually check my grid bots every day. So that to me is not really all that passive. So if you don't have $3,000 to get started, you can either run the grid bots in practice mode. So you don't have any real money invested in the market. You're basically just using play money, but you will get to see how your chosen grid bot pairs would perform had you put in actual money or had you put in actual crypto. Or you could invest what you are comfortable investing and potentially losing, but just understand that the return rates you see might actually be worse than if you had just put that money into ETH or Bitcoin and held it for that time period. It's still good, in my opinion, to learn how to use a grid bot and how they work, even if you're not quite at full passive income levels yet, because eventually you will get there, and then those skills are incredibly valuable. As for platforms, I have done a full tour of the grid bot platforms. I have used Pionex, Bitsgap, and 3 Commas. And at the end of the day, if I had to recommend one for beginners, I would definitely recommend Bitsgap. You can get 2 bots for free, and then the next level up, you do have to pay a monthly subscription, but it definitely has the most support features, and like it helps you choose the bots, and I think it's pretty good for beginners. If you are a little more comfortable with grid bot trading and you want like lower fees and things like that, then definitely check out Pionex. I actually do still have some grid bots running on that platform. And then finally, 3 commas. If you are outside the US and you are comfortable with your grid bots, I would definitely check them out. The main exchange integration for 3 commas is Binance, and because I'm in the United States, I was not able to set up with them, at least not quickly, and I really just wanted to get set up in like a day. So my experience is limited with 3 commas, but I've seen a lot of grid bot operators that are outside of the United States highly recommend the platform, so definitely look into that if it sounds like it's a good fit for you. Okay, that is all for this week. I hope you found it helpful. Be sure to give this video a like and consider subscribing. You can always change your mind later. Let me know what you think about doing a video series on building a house with crypto. Is that something you would watch? Stay safe out there, guys, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye.